In today's world, where technology and social media rule and bring with them pointless and short-lived things, Joy's Stoicism suggests a deeper and more real way of living. Attracting a good woman isn't just about looking good, it's also about showing your core values: courage and knowledge, truth and self-control. Stoic philosophers like Seneca Epicus and Marcus Aurelius taught us how to find deep meaning in all of our relationships. Stoicism not only teaches us how to attract people, but it also lets us enter into real, meaningful relationships that are in line with who we are. Let's take the Stoic road to not only find a good partner, but also to learn more about the world and how things work in the real world. Let's make this a lasting relationship that has real value. First, we'll think about the idea of Stoicism, allowing our hearts to be open to learning and honesty. When we apply these ideas to relationships, we can step into a world where real connection is valued. Stoicism's deep philosophy leads us to knowledge, devotion to virtue, and building a strong inner strength that can withstand life's storms. Simply being Stoic not only makes us more beautiful, but it also tells us to look for and attract partners who value honesty, integrity, and depth when it comes to attracting a good woman. Stoicism has a very positive view. By showing that we are firm in our morals and free from small desires, we not only make ourselves more appealing to others, but we also make ourselves more attractive to ourselves. Build a lasting connection based on mutual respect and shared values, not just on how you look or how you feel at the moment. This will help you win over hearts in a real way, getting past any surface issues and connecting souls whose number one goal is self-improvement. Continuing to look at the first lesson of Stoic philosophy.
The path to attracting high-level partners starts with self-improvement. As we strive to become high-caliber individuals, it's not just about making sure our thoughts, words, and actions are in line with our highest values. It's also about creating a resonance that attracts people of the same caliber. This brings us to the deep world of Stoic thought, where we learn about amor fati, or love of fate, and how it helps us understand relationships. Amor fati teaches us to accept the specific outcomes of fate and to appreciate all the events that happen in our lives, including those that happen in love and relationships. By developing inner peace and strong patience, we become more attractive as partners. We learn to face the unknowns of relationships with calmness and courage, which draws in high-level partners with our stability and strength. For example, a high-status woman might be looking for a man who can handle legal issues. Putting Stoic ideas into practice. Second set of partners, bringing Stoic ideas to the search for partner. How can we correctly apply Stoic ideas when we are looking for a good partner? How can we change our behavior to match the wisdom of Stoicism when it comes to dating and relationships? Let's look into these questions together as we move toward a Stoic approach aimed at attracting a worthy partner. Adopting Stoicism isn't just about understanding and pondering its teachings. It's also about putting these lessons into practice in our daily lives. This means that the Stoic path to attracting a high-quality partner involves internalizing and changing. How to be in control of yourself. Stoic philosophy talks about self-control in interactions. Learning to control your emotions is not only a way to get stronger, but it can also help you stay calm and brave when life gets tough. Self-control isn't just holding yourself back in a boring way. It's also about learning how to handle life's storms with steadfastness and unwavering resolve. In relationships, this means developing patience, clear communication, and the ability to set and respect boundaries from a Stoic point of view. Self-control not only helps us resist temptations and problems, but it also makes our freedom and sense of worth greater. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, said that we should be in charge of how we feel about things that happen around us. He thought that this was the key to living a life that wasn't affected by the ups and downs of fate. In relationships too, self-control is important for keeping things in balance and harmony. When we learn to control ourselves, we become not only more patient when facing problems, but also more flexible in how we solve them. Number 4. Being fair and 4. Being fair and respectful are important in Stoic relationships as you try to live a Stoic life. Fairness is an undeniable virtue that helps people build and keep healthy, important relationships. From a Stoic point of view, being fair isn't just an action, it's also a deep way of thinking that means treating all beings with kindness, understanding, and respect. This means being fair not only in big situations, but also in small ones, like how we listen, respond, and interact with others when looking for a good partner. Realizing the Stoic virtue of fairness means being kind and caring without expecting anything in return, as well as valuing and honoring others' freedom and autonomy. It also means respecting their rights and not forcing our opinions on them in a bossy way. For example, Epicurus said that we shouldn't just care about ourselves. The Stoic virtue of fairness tells us to be honest, kind, and understanding, and to value and recognize the differences and similarities between people. This builds a strong base for a long-lasting and fulfilling relationship. Number 5. Kindness and 5. Being kind and nice. Being polite and kind are Stoic virtues in today's fast-paced and always changing world. Being kind and polite in every contact is not only a sign of virtue, but also a way to build harmony and real connection. Stoicism, a philosophy that focuses on self-control and living in harmony with nature, helps us see and accept the lines between what we can manage and what we can't. When we use this technique in partnerships, it not only makes us more attractive as partners, it also brings us people with similar souls. So how can we use the ideas of Stoicism in our everyday lives and when we're making friends? Start by paying attention to yourself. Being aware of how you act around people and events, remember that every contact is a chance to be kind. Being patient and accepting. It not only makes us calmer and more sure of ourselves, but it also makes room for deeper, more important connections with the people around us. As Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said that the best way to find inner peace and self-control is not to control others, but to accept and fully understand yourself and the world around you. In all of your relationships, see patience and acceptance not as giving up, but as the highest form of self-control and understanding that leads to real and lasting connections. Let's keep going on this journey of discovery, with the light of Stoic philosophy shining on us to find meaningful relationships. In the big picture, we want to really think about how to use a Stoicism to find a partner who not only shares our vision and noble values, but also walks with his. 6. Being honest is the 6th. Sincerity is a powerful way to attract a high-level partner. Understanding and following the principles of Stoicism isn't just something you do in theory. It should show up in every action and relationship you have. To start this exploration, we will talk about the undeniable power of sincerity. Stoicism teaches us how important it is to be true to ourselves, stick to the principles we've chosen, and be open about our real feelings and thoughts in order to attract a high-level partner. Sincerity not only makes us stand out, but it also shows that we believe in our own worth, are okay with our flaws, and are honest in our intentions. People who value honesty and depth are drawn to this. To clear up the path to a real and lasting relationship, followers of Stoic philosophy know that a real relationship isn't just based on physical attraction, but also on a harmony of souls and values. When we look for a partner, we're not looking for someone who is physically perfect, but someone who completes our soul. We want someone who can look in the same direction as us and share our dreams and problems. In this process, truthfulness is not only a lifeline, but also a beacon that shows where mutual respect and understanding lie. 7th, bravery. As a way to honor the Stoic theory of moderation and courage, let us think about the virtue of courage. Stoic says that courage isn't just facing physical challenges. It also means being brave in the face of mental hardships, enduring hardships, and standing firm in doing what's right. When we look for a partner to share a leadership position with, we can show courage by sharing our feelings, solving problems in a constructive way, and keeping our setting personal limits shows that you are mature and strong inside. Without a doubt, possible partners are interested in these traits. Next, let's look at the principle of moderation from a Stoic point of view. Finding balance in all parts of life, including relationships, is what moderation is all about. By being moderate, we can avoid emotional and behavioral extremes that can make relationships unstable. The balance that moderation brings makes for a healthy setting that attracts people who value balance and stability. Stoicism also values wisdom, which means making choices based on deep understanding and insight instead of feelings or outside forces. Wisdom in our choices and actions not only shows that we can think carefully and deeply, but it also confirms that we can make adult decisions, which is something a valued leadership partner would value. Number 8. 8. Non-stop 8. Self-evolution that never stops. Self-evolution and Stoicism in light of the ideology of Stoicism. Our ongoing growth not only makes us more appealing to partners who value personal growth, but it also helps us build deep and meaningful relationships. By focusing on honesty, courage, moderation, wisdom, and reflection, we not only attract noble companions but also grow in those relationships as we stay on this path. As we go along this journey, applying Stoic principles to our search for and maintenance of relationships with partners helps us learn more and gain more experience. As we go further, we start to see the positive changes that Stoicism makes in our lives and in our relationships with others. As Stoics, we invite ourselves to go even further on this journey. By exploring and carefully applying the ideas of this philosophy to our daily lives, we not only improve our relationships, but we also keep working on ourselves and completing our personal goals, which brings us true happiness and satisfaction. The 9th one, looking into the 9 depths of Stoic philosophy. Looking into Stoicism is like peeling a cabbage. Each layer we remove not only broadens our view, but also adds to our depth and wisdom. In our search for harmony with intellectual partners, we have found the virtues of restraint, courage, and the philosophy of love. Love of fate. Next, we'll talk about another important Stoic principle, the practice of improving yourself. This practice teaches us to accept each moment as it comes and to be in charge of our feelings and thoughts no matter what. Instead of letting them shape us, we should shape them. When it comes to relationships, this principle tells us to accept our partner with all of their flaws and strengths, which is the basis for a strong, long-lasting relationship. This acceptance is the important secret that discerning partners is looking for next. People thought that the virtue of knowledge was the most valuable thing in the Stoic treasure. When it comes to relationships, trove means knowing and empathizing with the other person, making choices that are good for both of you, and always learning from your mistakes so that you can grow and get better as a team. A mature and deep soul is highly valued by sophisticated partners. We also learn the value of detachment, realizing that everything outside of us is temporary, and that true happiness lies within us. By applying this philosophy to our relationships, we learn to love deeply without letting our emotions get in the way, making people emotionally stable. This stability not only makes us more attractive, but is also essential for a healthy, fulfilling relationship. On the path of Stoicism, we discover that it's not only an endless process of learning, but also a journey towards self-improvement. This requires us to live in harmony with nature, be true to ourselves, and empathize with those around us. As we continue on this path, we become more attractive to potential life partners, of high value, reflecting maturity, depth, and sincerity in every action we take. Stoicism emphasizes not only restraint and courage, but also encourages us to develop a broad heart, deep wisdom, and a steadfast soul. This gives us the ability to face and overcome any challenge with calm and confidence, while maintaining an ever-expanding heart filled with love and gratitude. This not only creates a meaningful personal life, but also contributes to a more peaceful world, where each individual shines with their noblest qualities in the dance of life and love. Stoicism serves as a guiding light, directing our every step. Attracting a compatible partner is not about altering our outward appearance, but through inner transformation, embracing and nurturing virtues like wisdom, courage. So we look for harmony not only in our relationships with other people, but also with ourselves and the world. This opens up a life full of meaning and depth, where happiness is not the goal but the journey on our path to self-discovery. In the end, we have walked the Stoic path, a route towards self-improvement, where we learn and nurture essential virtues. We've learned how to be genuine and moderate while embracing amor fati, and cultivating the discipline to better ourselves. The Stoic approach has guided us on how to attract worthy companions on this path. Remember, the spirit of Stoicism enriches us not just by attracting a partner, but by helping us live a meaningful life. This comes from constant development, deep reflection, and the effort to become a person of virtue and sincerity. As we continue to grow naturally, we will attract like-minded individuals, noble companions who share and support our development as we conclude this journey. Remember that the Stoic path is not a destination. It is an ongoing process, a lifelong journey of self-discovery and self-improvement. Commit to applying these lessons in your daily life and witness the transformation they bring, not only in your personal relationships but in your very character. We are grateful for your companionship on this journey through Stoicism and the art of attracting noble companions. If you liked what we talked about today, please show your support by clicking the like button. You can join our community by subscribing to get more information that will make you think, and by commenting on this post to share your thoughts. Let's keep this talk going and build a community of people who value self-reflection and personal growth. Thanks for being a part of this trip to better understanding and strength. Until we meet again, stay in the moment, be strong, and adopt a Stoic attitude.